Yo, welcome back to another episode of ShakLyfe Adventures, and today we are in the Baker Snoqualmie National Forest, about to hike to Gothic Basin. The hike up there and back is 9.3 miles, but we're going to hike up and backpack for at least one night, maybe two. We'll see how we're feeling, and then tomorrow we are going to climb one of the two peaks that is around the basin. So there's a nice lake in the middle, and then there's Del Campo Peak on one side and Gothic Peak on the other. We'll see which one calls to me tomorrow, and we'll decide then. But we're going to make this nice hike up here. It's pretty flat for a while from what I've heard, and then it gets pretty steep towards the actual basin when you climb up to the lake. So we're going to go check it out, and we'll see how it is. Peace. All right, we have registered. We're good to go. This big guy thought he could hide from me. Mile 2 is done, and we are in the rainforest, and we are hiking up. See the trail over here. It's just steady uphill, nothing too bad yet. But definitely gets the sweat flowing a little bit. What time is it now? It's 4:20, and been hiking for about 50 minutes now. So expect another hour and a half, 2 hours before we get up there. Let's go. These rocks are absolutely unrelenting. Like a riverbed. Nothing, rocks and trees to jump over. Where are we going? We're going up. Look at there. Oof. These hills are brutal and rocky, but on a good note, we did find some new mud flaps before we started hiking today. They were just in my backpack and said, yeah, very nice. Nice. We have some absolutely incredible views out here. These are the views in question. Mile 3 is done. It was a 40-minute mile, a steamy 40-minute. I am soaked and I am climbing still. Check out this sunbeam coming over the mountain here. Got a nice little vista out here. That rock on the left is very red. It's pretty. Soaking up the sun. It's pretty humid here, honestly. My glasses are fogged over and I'm drenched. Quite the climb. Lots of greenery. It's beautiful. No fires here, which is A1. So let's hope the smoke is not bad. Check out this avalanche chute here. Snow gathers up here in the wintertime, and then it has avalanches that come and just poof. This looks like it was a landslide at one time too. Just rock falls down. Same thing over here. Smaller, but still looks like an avalanche of sorts. Pretty rad little creek crossing we gotta do here. You can see the water runs all the way up from the lake in that little crest. Down, all the way down to the valley below, and it runs into the Sauk River, I think, S-A-U-K. But we're gonna give this little creek crossing a go. know? I am glad that I started this hike later in the day. It's nice and shady. The sun's on the other side of the mountains. We're just cruising up. It's like 65, maybe colder than that. It feels amazing other than the humidity, but it's a great hike. Pretty steep. Lots of scrambling up hills like this, but beautiful scenery now. We've gotten above the trees a little bit, so we're getting some nice vistas and we're enjoying ourselves. That's the most important part. All right, let's get back to these grueling rocks. Mile 4 is done. That was a 35-minute mile. We are cooking up this hill. Beautiful views all around, left, right, and center. No lack of them, that's for sure. I'm ready to get up over this ridge though, so we can see some of the sun setting and some of the pretty smoky hues that we might have. But let's keep on cooking and see what happens. W-A. W-A. I don't know. Take a look at these trees. It looks like they're scared to grow any higher. They're all about the same height. They grew that high and the wind must have got them. Those clouds are crazy looking. Look at them just flowing through the valley there, down to the right. I was just beginning to think the wildflowers are pretty lacking on this hike. And maybe they were past peak and had sprouted and died away, but I turn the corner and there's this beautiful meadow here. So wildflowers are still out and about, so get out and enjoy them while you can. Well, that's a new one. The little ties on my shoes there got caught on a root here. I went face first into the ground. Luckily I caught myself with my hands, but that was sketchy. Looks like someone called in a care package here. It's like a bunch of power tools and stuff for the Forest Service. Gothic Basin power tools, 558 pounds. Dear Lord. Some bags, probably sand or something. Pretty cool. Airdropped it in, because carrying that shit would be heavy. I think we're getting closer to the lake. Maybe it's over this next little ridge here. We'll see. I thought this was Foggy Lake, and I was a little disappointed. Still beautiful, but not quite what the picture said. But I think Foggy Lake is right up here. We just got to kind of find the trail here. It's not much of a trail. It kind of just disappears every once in a while. But we're getting close. See, I lost the trail again. A little bit. There we go. That's the trail. Bit of a rock scramble to get up there. Yo-yo! We have made it to the lake. 360 cam died on me again. Sick. Bought a battery this time, so we'll charge up in a minute, but we have made it to the lake. We're gonna find a nice little spot to set up camp, and then we're gonna explore a little bit and make some dinner. See you there. Wow. Well, hello there. Let's see you there. Good morning. So last night we slept like a log. It's 5:30 in the morning now, and it is foggy out there. So I don't know if we'll be able to make either of the climbs to the peaks. We'll wait a couple hours, see how the fog behaves, see if it lifts. Maybe the sun will burn through it. But right now it is super thick out there. So we're just gonna hang out, make some breakfast, make some coffee, and just enjoy our time. Well, I guess this is why you hang your food or have a tear-proof bag, chew-proof bag kind of thing, because a mouse will get in there and he will eat your food. Hopefully he just ate that sandwich. I think it's safe to say that it was a little wet last night. Check out the lake this morning. Now I know why they call it Foggy Lake. We have got everything packed away now, and everything is soaked. My tent was wet, my sleeping bag was a little bit wet, my clothes a little bit wet, but everything's put away now, and we are going to start hiking back down. Hopefully it doesn't rain on us, hopefully it's just foggy like this, and maybe we'll get a view, we shall see. Not only are these rocks wet, but they're also very crumbly in some parts. So, hiking poles, very helpful, and sure footing is required, because it would suck to slip out here and break an ankle or something. So, let's keep on pushing down here. I think I see a flag up ahead which marks this portion of the trail. We're at 0.5 miles. We're about to start heading downhill. We just went through the pass with all the gear back here, you can see, that we saw yesterday. It's going to be foggy on this side, it looks like, too. So let's keep our footing strong and continue on. Wow, what a view. Check out that mountain over there, that river, those trees. Damn, what a view. Gotta soak it in for a second here. Okay, back to hiking. Mile 1 is in the books. We are going down, down, down. All gas, no brakes. It was a 30-minute mile, and we're just kind of cruising here. Taking our time so we don't slip. Oh, there's a tree there. And just being careful out here. But no views, still pretty. Some nice rainfall, raindrops on the plants, like this one. Ooh, cool. Keep on going. We'll be at the car in no time, honestly. Pika pika! Were you the one yelling at me yesterday to get out of your meadow? Think you were. Ooh, he should hit me. Oh, snake. Mile 2 is a 30-minute mile, and we have found this beautiful mushroom. Check it out. He's grand. It's a grand mushroom. I don't know what kind it is, but it is beautiful. We are back in the rainforest by the looks of it, which is very nice because there's less slippery rocks down here. And we've been taking it slow because those rocks up on the face of the mountain were very wet, very muddy, and very slippery. So didn't want to fall and hurt ourselves. So we're taking it nice and slow. But now we're back into the woods, which is a little less rocky and a little easier to actually hike instead of slide. So let's get back at it. Still foggy. Very deep fog down here. Can't see 100 yards, 50 yards, somewhere in there. But they don't call it the rainforest for no reason. Mile 3 is a 30-minute mile, and we are finally below the fog. I feel like I can finally see again. So we're almost back to the car. Maybe another mile, I think. Mile and a half. But the last mile or so is pretty flat. Kind of just the access road. So we'll get back to the van and start drying everything out. Check out this root ball. It is massive. You can see how thick that fog is up there. We were up in that. We are back to the split. We did Gothic Basin up to Foggy Creek. And now we just have to walk on this road for about a mile or so until we're back at the trailhead. So, it's a home stretch here. That's a funny way to draw a smiley face. Found a bit of a souvenir here. Gross. Alrighty, we have made it back to the van. That was 9.3 miles, about 3,000 feet elevation gain. Spectacular hike. A little disappointed that I wasn't able to hike to the top of either of the peaks that surrounded the lake, just because the fog was so thick this morning. But it was still a great hike. Yesterday we got all the views. Today we got the fog and the rain of the PNW. So it's kind of the best of both worlds. But spectacular hike. Glad I got out here and did it. And we're going to head to town and dry everything off because my tent is soaked, my clothes are soaked, everything is rather wet. So let's head down to town and I'll see you next time. Peace.